Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon everybody. My name is Dwita Rega Martania. I'm from Class B, Landology Engineering 2018. And I will show you about my presentation, and we will talking about Subayang River potential as a Geopark of Riau, case study in Kampar Kiri. The point that we will discuss is definition and purpose, concept of Geopark, and then example Indonesian's Geopark, Geopark in the special viewpoint, and conclusion. According to Total Geowisata Conservation-Based Tourism Planning written by Hari Hermawan and Erlangga Bramanto, UNESCO defines Geopark as national-scale protected areas containing a number of important geological heritage sites, which have a certain beauty and scarcity appeal, which can be developed as part of the concept of integration of conservation, education, and local economic development. According to Newsom and Ross Dowling, geotourism or geopark is a tourism that focuses on wildlife and all that is considered as a differentiator of separate aspects of tourism but bizarre. And according to the European Geopark Network or EGN and the Global Geopark Network GGN, geopark are the well-defined boundaries consisting of large areas that enable sustainable local development both on social, economic, cultural, and environmental aspects. Okay, contacted by developing tourist destination based on natural wealth of logical, biological, and cultural diversity with analysis of geological and spatial aspects. Geotourism is the basis of the formation of geopark and geographic tourism on the tourism spectrum. According to Newsom and Ross Dowling, the tourism component in geotourism involves geosites designed for passive recreational purposes, involving curiosity, appreciation, and learning special activities, as well as the possibility of various forms of geosite and management planning. While the purposes of the establishment of the geopark, according to Setiadi, is to explore, develop, and celebrate the relationship between geological heritage and all aspects of protected areas, culture, and intangible heritage. Okay, we will discuss about the concept of geopark. The concept of geopark is biodiversity, and culture diversity. Geodiversity is the uniqueness of the geological aspect that makes it rare and distinctive. And then biodiversity is uniqueness in the biological aspect of both flora and fauna around geotourism object to be used as a geopark. And then culture diversity is uniqueness in the cultural aspect applied by the surrounding residents and has characteristics that deserve to be preserved and maintained. And these three aspects certainly inseparable from the conservation, education, and economic development. Conservation, where the area must be protected and in accordance with its function, is maintained for generation of generation. And education provide insight for visitor both about the culture or the origin of the geosite, and economic development to boost the economy of local communities and advance region income. Okay, we will talking about example of geopark in Indonesia that have been authorized by UNESCO, such as Ciletu Geopark, located in Sukabumi, West Java. The rock exposed on the surface show exotic harvesting, both in terms of rock composition and in terms of nature, thus making Ciletu area unique and not found anywhere else. And then the potential of Geopark Jambi. The Jangkat is a sub-district in Merangin district located in the western part of Jambi province. Morphologically in the form of raw mountains, cones of volcanoes, cresta, high lines, and low lines, so that it has a unique and interesting geotourism potential to know. Okay, next, in Central Java, Borobudur Temple. Precisely in Borobudur Village, Magelang Regency. This temple has been included in UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site since 1991. The main attraction of this area is the archaeological village of Borobudur Temple. And then in Sumatra Island, which has just been approved as a Geopark by UNESCO in 2020, Lake Toba. The lake resulting from the former volcanic eruption that also formed an island. Some pseudonym gives it own uniqueness for those who see it. Okay, we will talking about Kampar Kiri. Kampar is one of the regencies in Riau province that has natural beauty no less competitive with other regions. And Rimbang Baling area, which include Tanjung Village, Gema Village, and several other villages in Kampar Kiri Hulu sub-district Kampar Regency. There is one of the tourist destination Rimbang Baling water, precisely in the river Subayang, where this tour presents the tourists with a river that is so clear, and there are also waterfalls, craters, and other aquatic tourism that add to the Cumulekan Subayang tourist destination. In addition, various traditions are still carried out every year so as to add to the beautiful value of the Subayang tour. The uniqueness in Subayang River can be seen through these three aspects of standards and assessment in the criteria of Geopark, both potentially and not as a Geopark Riau province. It can be concluded that the concept of Geopark is the concept of creating protected space area, as well as an opportunity to achieve sustainable development. The readiness of an area to be able to develop tourism potential with the concept of Geopark need to be prepared carefully. This can be seen from various aspects. The existing geological heritage as well as the enthusiasm of the local community is the main highlight in creating a good geotourism, while the government serves as the main driver. Thus, geotourism will have an influence in improving the community's economy and sustainable tourism potential. Talking about Geopark in the special viewpoint. Ladies and gentlemen, based on government regulation number 26 of 2008 on special planning, Geopark is included in protected areas, namely geological protected areas or geological nature reserve. Geopark is a protected area based on special, meaning of geology, scarcity, and beauty. The phenomenon represents the history, events, and processes of the earth. Technically, geological geopark or nature park is a geological nature reserve area and cultural nature reserve through the regulation of the Minister of Energy and Mineral Research of the Republic of Indonesia, number 32 of 2016, concerning guidelines for the determination of geological nature reserve areas. Geological nature reserves are part of geological protected areas for the protection of natural affairs and to implement the provisions of law number 23 of 2014 on local government. Okay, we still talking about Geopark in this special viewpoint. Preparation Multi-Party Action Plan or RAMIP is a short-term plan involving various government agencies related to the development of geopark areas. Is first, increase the amount of information material published about the protection of natural heritage, culture, and environment, making educational materials about geopark and conservation, especially for school children. And then increase the promotion of scientific value of geopark areas so as to attract scientists, students, as well as a thorough of ilmiah work. And then the free implementation of public transportation lanes, walking off-road, bike lanes to and within the geopark area. Then conduct training to the local community to become tour guides, smokers such as culinary and souvenirs, as well as excellent products from each village in the geopark area. And then improving the infrastructure of main road and vine roads to geopark areas, as well as creating information brought to the region and on each side. Then develop a research cooperation paper with related agencies and universities, as well as tourism developers. Create geopark products such as food, beverages, and local handcraft that are typical as replicas of rock-shaped fossils and landscape shapes. And last, organizing special geological tour for school children guided by experts. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, from the explanation, we get conclusion. Then it can be concluded that the geopark is inseparable from the aspect of spatial planning because it examines things in sustainable development that are very influential on the progress of an area, especially in its community. It is necessary to conduct a deeper analysis to the potential of Subayang River as a geopark, both in terms of geology, space, and in the social and economic aspect, so that it will create a sustainable geotourism and maintain local culture, as well as encourage the economy, the surrounding community. Okay guys, I think that's all. Thank you for your attention. The last, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.